Alright, buddy, listen. So, we can't be doing this anymore, okay? I told you that if this didn't work out, I'd be piercing your eyes out right now. I'm not even joking. So, here's the deal. I'm gonna call up the cameraman. I'm gonna try it one more time. If you mess up again, I'm gonna make sure that I do quite literally pierce your eyes out. You got it? We're not doing this over again. So I'm gonna call up the cameraman. And what do you think you were looking at, buddy?
Bowser Jr. gets his nose pierced. Well, this sounds painful. This video begins with Chef Pee Pee cooking nothing in the kitchen until Jr. asks Chef Pee Pee to grab his nuts. We get a funny joke, and then Jr. notices Chef Pee Pee's earring, which it turns out is from high school. Jr. says it's gay, but Chef Pee Pee says that's only for the right ear, so Jr. asks if he can get his ear pierced too. And Chef Pee Pee says Jr. is too young for this. Jr. then says he wants to get his butthole pierced, but when Chef Pee Pee calls this gay, Jr. says he wants his eyes pierced. Chef Pee Pee points out that this would be painful, so Jr. wants his nose pierced, and Chef Pee Pee points out Jr. doesn't need to look like a bull. Jr. decides to spill the nuts all over the counter, and we get a funny joke from Chef Pee Pee. Jr. says he'll just go ask Bowser, and Jr. goes to find Bowser, only to see him standing in the corner because he's punishing himself. Jr. then asks Bowser if he can get his nose pierced, and Bowser immediately says no to this. Jr. says he wants a ring in his nose, and Bowser thinks Jr. wants to go marry his nose. Jr. tries explaining this again, but Bowser says no again, thinking Jr. getting his nose pierced is the same as him marrying it. Bowser then brings up how it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Nose, which makes no sense but is funny nonetheless. This whole scene has been hilarious so far, and then Bowser kicks Jr. out and continues to stand in the corner. Jr. goes into the living room upset, and then we hear a knock at the door. It's Cody and Joseph, and Jr. wonders how they were out so late. Joseph explains how his parents are dead, and Jr. shows pretty much the same reaction the audience has, which was pretty funny. Cody then says that he snuck out, and he's sure that his parents won't find out. And as soon as he says this, however, his mom just so conveniently begins calling him. So Cody has to lie, saying that's Papa John's, and not Long John's, trying to give him a free pizza. Jr. invites them inside to tell them why he's upset, and then Cody's phone rings again, and since Jr. and Joseph can't read, he claims that it's Pizza Hut this time. After a while of just looking at the phone, Jr. finally points out how the contact says Mom on it, and Cody says that it's an acronym for Marinara, Oh My God, Mamma Mia. This is funny, and then Jr. explains his situation. Cody's phone then rings again, and then this time he says it's Domino's. Jr. nearly puts two and two together, until Cody mentions how he banged Bowser in Superpowers. Jr. continues explaining, and then Cody makes a funny joke. Cody then says that Jr. just has to put a ring through his nose, and then Jr. says this is a good idea. Cody's phone rings again, and Jr. and Joseph are getting annoyed by this, telling Cody to answer. We cut to a clip of Cody's parents trying to call Cody, and I'm glad. They actually got a funny scene in this video. Tyrone especially was hilarious. Moving on though, Jr. says he'll get things going, and he says he has to put a hole in between his two nostrils, and Cody suggests a needle for this. Joseph says a fork would be a better idea, and when they can't agree on which to use, Jr. says he'll go look in the kitchen for sharp objects. In the kitchen, Chef Pee Pee is smelling his nothing, and then Jr. comes in. Chef Pee Pee wonders what Jr. is doing, and Chef Pee Pee accuses Jr. of looking at his sharp object collection, which is conveniently placed here for the sake of the video, which was pretty funny. Jr. decides he'll just use some toothpicks, and he just kinda leaves with them. In the living room, Cody says that he has to listen to a voicemail Pizza Hut left him, and then we hear Cody's mom freaking out over him, and then Tyrone tells Cody to get home or he won't have his bar mitzvah. And then Cody says he doesn't want Pizza Hut's bar mitzvah deal, and Jr. and Joseph are too stupid to put two and two together again, so Jr. shows them his toothpick idea. Cody says this is a bad idea, but they decide to do this anyways, and then Jr. gets stabbed in both eyes before he gets stabbed in his nose. Jr.'s stunt double, totally legit Jr. has his nose pierced, and Joseph and Cody say that he looks cool. Jr. then says he needs a ring, and Cody just so conveniently has a spare from when he pierced something of his own. Yeah, you guys can read. Jr. then puts it in, and Joseph and Cody says he looks cool. Cody then remarks on how Jr. looks like a bull, and then Jr. has Viet bull flashbacks, and then he turns into a bull cause That's how it works. And then Junior begins chasing Cody because Cody has a red wand in his hand. Cody runs into the kitchen and warns Chef Pee-Pee, but not before Junior runs into Chef Pee-Pee's red pot and the nuts from earlier. Junior then tries hitting Chef Pee-Pee, and Cody continues explaining things to Chef Pee-Pee. Junior then hits a red cup, and then Cody asks why the cup was there, with Chef Pee-Pee saying it was for convenience, which was pretty funny. Chef Pee-Pee then has the idea of having Junior run into his dad with the red towel, and then Cody tries this with Junior. Junior has more Viet Bull flashbacks, and then he runs towards the towel until Cody reveals Bowser. Junior immediately reverts back to normal for the sake of convenience, and then Bowser admits that he had his nose pierced too. Bowser says he married his nose because that's how he thinks it works, and Bowser says that he didn't want Junior to make the same mistake and get made fun of. Junior is happy that his dad accepts all of this, and then Cody's phone begins ringing next to them, for some reason. We get a funny remark from Bowser, and then we cut to Cody returning home, and then Tyrone says Cody has some explaining to do. And the video ends with a message from Logan about the new house. In the end, this video wasn't as funny as I remembered it. It was better and funnier. This video had tons of funny jokes, including the convenience jokes, which are personally my favorite. The plot was simple, and the ending was funny. Overall, it was a really funny video, and I can't say I have any gripes with it. I can thoroughly say that this is one of the funniest SML videos I've seen in a while, and while I can't give it an S rank for being out of the ordinary, since the plot was pretty simple and standard, I can give this video a 5 out of 5 or color blue range rating for being really funny. Well, thank you all for watching, and take care.
Peekaboo!